Coach Ring, thank you for taking time with us off the block blog. What are your initial impressions of the match?
I thought overall a pretty good fight. The first set kind of back and forth, and we're kind of going toe to toe with the number 9 ranked team in the country, and I thought we had some chances late, and we just we've always kind of say you can't just kind of hope your opponent helps you across the finish line. You've got to make plays late in a set to close it out, and I thought we broke down. We had a nice look in the middle that we missed wide, and we had an overpass that they put away, and then just that quickly that set got away from us. So pretty disappointing there. And then so we had a great set. We came up short, but let's come back and regroup in set 2. And so that was, again, a disappointment where we didn't have a great performance in set 2 and really kind of dropped off there. And, we made a few adjustments, made a few subs, thought some guys performed for us and got ourselves back in it. Played a nice third set. I think maybe Northridge was a little high on some service errors there down the stretch. And then, they were pretty solid, served real well and blocked well in the fourth set. So they definitely earned that one.
We'll talk about some of those subs. You took Milo's shot towards the end of the second set. Why did you make that decision?
Yeah, I think at that point there was made a double sub. That set had really just gotten away from us. I was looking at maybe, Connor Walbrecht in a shot to get out there. So I wanted to, if that was going to happen in the third set, I wanted to try to get him in at the end of the second set. He had Colin Shannon get out there as our other sub. We already used Luke McDonald, who's also played as one of our opposites there. So made that change there, and just Connor does some things. He pushes the pace pretty well. He can get going with his serve, and also got a little high in service errors tonight. And he had a couple of real nice blocks for us. I think in that third set that could really kind of helped open up the scoring in that third set.
I noticed you guys were playing 2 liberos tonight. Can you tell us about what each libero brings to your program?
Yeah, Ryan Liu is just real steady. He's definitely been our strongest kind of serve receive libero kind of all year. He's really played that position for us. Tommy has gotten out there kind of early in the season, kind of defensively. He hasn't been out there in a little while. Kind of got his first shot out there tonight, and did some good things. Certainly some things, some setting opportunities. There's kind of all phases. Even for a libero, certainly the big thing is serve receive and some defense. But sometimes you got to step in and set a second ball and be able to locate that there. So he can give us a pretty good spark. Thought he had a real nice week of practice defensively, and so give him a shot out there. And I thought he did okay.
Let's talk about CSUN. The performance of the middles, especially at the start of the match, was pretty amazing. They started 18, finished 19, 2, and 22. Can you talk about the Buyers and Chance's performance today?
Yeah, they're athletic. They approach hard, jump hard. I thought the setter did a nice job getting the ball up in the zone for them, and they were able to hit some really good angles, get on the ball quickly. I thought we. The big thing is, can we get some stops blocking and defending? That's one way to slow them down. And then, we just needed to, keep them from running their middle. And so some of that is, certainly our serving, keeping them out of system. And then, when we're taking swings, positive swings, getting them out of, system. And so they had, I think, too many opportunities to run the middle. And like you said, they were very effective at it tonight. So that'll be a key adjustment for us tomorrow night, sticking some tougher serves, more serves in, and getting on it, kind of on our serving target a little bit better than we did tonight to maybe eliminate or decrease their middle hitter opportunities.
And of course, those middle attacker opportunities also helped with them running the big towards the end of the match, right?
Yeah, they tend to be a team that I haven't seen them run it a whole lot. There's certainly some teams in our league that run it a fair amount, so they don't run it quite as often. But I think it's a nice adjustment by them where we're trying to load up on some other guys. We took some chances committing at times, knowing how well their middles were doing. And I think it was really kind of into that third set when the big started coming, and again, like we were asking, hey, if our blocks take some chances elsewhere, defenders, you got to be able to come up with a play there. So that'll be another adjustment for us tomorrow night.
And obviously, there's no secret with Arbus Green, especially with his 40 kill performance last week. Can you comment on his performance tonight?
Yeah, I can't remember what he finished with, maybe 17 kills. Good night by him. He's definitely hard to stop. When they get the ball up high enough for him, and he's able to hit over the top and pretty shallow at times, and really good pace. So, you've got to just again, try to get him out of system a little bit. They're setting him from off the net. Certainly your timing of your block is really key, especially if it's a little slower sets. You definitely don't want to be early and on your way down when you're blocking against him. And then again, just defenders, you gotta, we're not asking defenders to charge the net at all, and but you've got to kind of hold your ground and be able to come up with some big plays.
Let's talk about the first year of the Big West men's volleyball. It's coming to regular season coming in close tomorrow. What are your impressions of the first year of Big West men's volleyball?
Kind of twofold a little bit. I mean, all the Big West teams are teams that we've faced every year, and our previous conference. So in that regard, like, hey, we're playing all the same teams. But there's something pretty special about it, and as I've had conversations with the coaches, for the other teams before matches, I think everyone's really kind of enjoying this. I think there's a lot from the Big West Conference. I think they're excited about the first ever men's volleyball Big West Championship coming up next week. So it's been great. It gives us kind of 3 segments to our season. We had a bit kind of non-conference segment, then certainly get into what we're wrapping up now, the conference, the regular season conference play, and then that 3rd segment is the championship next week.
Let's talk about that championship. What are your expectations, and how are you going to prepare for that?
Again, kind of 2 ways. Some ways it's just you just status quo and keep doing what you're doing, and we want to be better at it than we've played thus far. I think we've had some pretty good matches against some of our Big West opponents. We've struggled in some others. We don't know who our opponent is going to be yet. I think the 1 seed is pretty well solidified in Long Beach, and I think we're 6th. And heading into tonight, I think 2 through 5 is maybe still open. So I don't know who we're going to play yet, but I'm real excited about it. It's anytime you have an opportunity for postseason play, you just get just another element to that, and it's a first for us for men's volleyball at UCSD. So we're going to take every advantage of it.
And 2 more questions. First question, I'll ask you about the senior class. There's 7 graduating seniors. So what is their legacy?
This is a group that came in, and I think it's pretty special to be a student athlete just in general, but to be able to play for 4 years. Not everyone gets to do that, and it's a grind being a student athlete. It's a lot of time and energy, and at a school like UCSD, and sort of the rigors of the academics. And these guys have handled themselves remarkably well on and off the court. It's going to be a loss, for these guys, and guys that are just really, I think, have been committed to the program. I think they really do things, the right way, kind of using that term. They've been really responsible, respectful. They work hard, and it's been a joy, privilege to coach these guys, and I'm definitely going to miss them.
And specifically, the 2 players that stand out to me are Milos and Tanner. So I'll start with Milos. What will you most miss about him, and what were you happy to see in the last 4 years of him on
he came in, and he's kind of, as his freshman year, he's behind a couple other guys kind of early on, and he kept working, and he's improved a lot, in his 4 years, and I think he does a nice job for us, and he's still coming off his ankle injury a little bit right now, so kind of getting him, it's tough to come back from injuries, and I think he's doing it remarkably well. He's just a real steady presence on the court. I think he has a good understanding of kind of running an offense, and kind of early on this season, I mean, and I really felt like, and you mentioned the other player, Tanner Stud, he had a real great year for us last year, has been real strong this year, and a lot of Tanner's improvement was also a reflection of Milos' improvement, as a setter, and setting in particular the right side, and that's something that Milos really improved upon, last season, and has done a nice job this year, and so you've been able to see, the volume of swings and kills that Tanner's been able to put up. So great job on Milos. You mentioned, Tanner, and he's a guy that, he's can take a high volume of swings and, hitting in and out of system, and he's really, early on in the season, he's racking up 20 plus kills for us and really helping carry the load, and that's great, and it's pretty special to have a player that could do that, and but we certainly wanted to take some of the pressure off of him. We need him to perform for us for sure. And we've had a little bit more balance with some other players. Wyatt Harrison, a freshman, coming on and doing a nice job. So, but yeah, Tanner's been a pretty special player for us, and he's racked up a lot of kills and aces and everything else, and he's up pretty high in the record books for UCSD. So it's been a great career for him.
Well, thank you for taking time with us off the Block blog. Good luck tomorrow night and good luck next weekend.
Great. Thank you very much.